What's going on YouTube? Today I'm giving you 5 fun cars that you can buy under 5K. So let's get right into the video. Our first car on the list is going to be the Nissan 350Z. The 350Z is a great car for under 5K. The Nissan 350Z comes in either a 6-speed manual or an automatic transmission. But let's be honest, you're probably here for the 6-speed manual. Nissan 350Z is also just one of the funnest cars that you can buy. If you've never driven one, then you should definitely go drive one. With the 350Z having around 280 horsepower and weighing around 3,300 to 3,400 pounds, this car is not the heaviest and it does handle very well. So if you want a great drift car or circuit car, then this car is definitely it for you. The aftermarket support for this car is great, so making this car your own and making it look unique would not be a problem at all. It also sounds great with a few simple exhaust mods. So for under 5K, you're getting a great all-around car. Now let's move on to our next entry, the Mustang GT. The Mustang GT is a great car for under 5K because of the versatility it has, the reliability, and it's also the only rear-wheel drive V8 car on the list. Combine that with having one of the best aftermarkets of any car ever made, the Mustang is definitely a great option for under 5K. The things you can do to this car make it such a great option. So if you wanted either a project car or a daily driver, drag car, you can make this car into whatever you want. But beware, you'll probably see a million other Mustangs out there as well. But don't let that stop you. This is a great car, that's why there's so many around. If you find that this car is definitely the one for you, then go for it. Now let's move on to our next entry, the Lexus SC300. The Lexus SC300 has been on my past video as well, but it's a great car for under 5K. That's fun to drive. The SC300 comes with a 2JZ GE, which is not the turbo version, but nevertheless it's still a 2JZ. The tuning potential for this car is great. The aftermarket isn't as vast as the Mustangs or the 350Zs, but it's still good nevertheless. And you can still easily customize this car and make it your own. Combine that with this car also being probably the most reliable on this list, and you have yourself a car that can be a great daily driver, a great first car, a great drift car, just whatever you want it to be. If you think the SC300 is a car for you, then go for it. And let's move on to our next entry, the Acura RSX. Acura RSX is a great fun car to drive. It's the only front wheel drive car on this list, so if you want something that's rear wheel drive, then this may not be for you, but don't let that stop you. You can get this car in either an automatic or manual. It's up to you, but again, I probably would get the manual if I were you. This car definitely has plenty of tuning potential with it having a K-series motor in it. So if you want a car that's extremely cheap to build and make power with, then this definitely is the cheapest car to make power in, and it's very reliable as well. I mean, Honda's known for their reliability. If you want a great car to build for a small amount of money, then the Acura is definitely the way to go. Keep that in mind if you're on a tight budget. Now let's move on to our last entry, the BMW M3. Yes, I put the older BMW M3 on the list, so you can find these for under 5,000, but I am going to give you a buyer's beware. If you do decide to buy one of these, it is a BMW. So keep that in mind. It is not going to be cheap to maintain, and if you have no experience, it's not going to be easy to work on as well. M3s have always been known for how fun they are to drive. Like most of the other cars on this list, this would be fun to drive. If you want a car that just has a great all-around driving experience, and this is definitely it for you. But again, I will remind you, this car is not cheap to maintain. But with that being said, it's probably one of the funnest cars on this list to drive as well. So there is some give and take in there. Aftermarket for those cars is actually pretty good. You can upgrade this car and make it your own, but just keep the maintenance in mind. But if you have the money or the experience to deal with one of these cars, then I definitely would recommend it to you. So that's just about gonna do it for this video and all the cars on the list. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you like this video, then give it a like, subscribe to my channel for future content, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.